This is Lambo and Matt for Sports. Totem Pole Nation, if you need your merch, you need a shirt, you need this hat, you go to totempolenation.com. Thanks, Silent Sports Network, for giving us the platform. Today, we're going to be talking about who wins the Heisman. The Heisman will be released on Saturday night. Who is going to win the Heisman? That's going to be questions coming up. We got a lot of these great quarterbacks and wide receivers. You got Marvin Harrison Jr., you got Bo Nix, you got Jayden Daniels, and you got Michael Penix as the four finalists for the Heisman Trophy in 2023. Without further ado, we're not going to waste any time. Let's get started. All right. Who wins the Heisman, baby? The Heisman. Yes. All right. It's between three quarterbacks and a wide receiver. And all these have been transfers. All these quarterbacks have played at least 5 seasons of college football. I think it's a very good Heisman finalist. Jayden Daniels from LSU, Bo Nix from Oregon, Washington, Michael Penix, and Marvin Harrison Jr., the wide receiver for Ohio State. Yeah, that's some great talent right here. Bo Nix and Michael Penix are Pac-12's 2 Heisman finalists for the first time when Andrew Luck and Cam Newton. Andrew Luck was the runner-up, and then Cam Newton as well, along with LaMichael James from Oregon. So it's been a while. The Pac-12 is also in its final season before 10 schools depart. Of course, Oregon and Washington next season will also go into the Big Ten. So we'll see how this goes. Who do I like here? Now, first, I got to go with Jayden Daniels. Transfer from Arizona State, obviously. LSU was 9-3. It did start off the year at number 5, being the number 5 team. They kind of departed for a little bit. But this guy with Jayden Daniels has done very, very excellent. I like Jayden Daniels. Jayden Daniels is mobile. He's efficient. I mean, he does what he has to do. I mean, he picked the right spot, especially with Brian Kelly being in his 3rd year, as, the head coach there. It just brings up a lot of, explosiveness. He's confident. This year for Jayden Daniels, 3,812 yards, 40 touchdowns, and 4 picks. Yeah, this guy is a beast. Jayden Daniels could throw. He's very efficient. He has resurrected his career after 3 years at Arizona State, obviously. Could he possibly be going into the draft? We'll see how this goes. But this LSU team, by the way, I think is playing in a New Year's Six bowl game or something like that. It obviously didn't make the college football playoff. But with Jayden Daniels, man, I mean, this guy's a beast. I will make my decision once I get to these quarterbacks. Next quarterback I'm going to get into is Bo Nix. Bo Nix is from Auburn, obviously. He tried to follow his father's footsteps in the University of Auburn. And it didn't go so well, obviously. But the last 2 seasons, Bo Nix has been really going off the last 2 years. I mean, this year, 4,145 yards, 40 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 2nd QBR in 91, 2nd in the nation. This is best numbers he's had since Auburn. Now, we criticize him for what he did at Auburn, just, didn't learn the system fast enough. They went through coaches in Auburn as well. But Bo Nix has resurrected his career. I know he's been in college football for like 7 years, like Cam Rising as well. He'll be back next season as well. But Bo Nix, man, I mean, I like him. He's efficient. He doesn't turn the ball over. Man, I don't know what to tell you. This is a good list. I don't know who to pick. Michael Penix from Washington. Washington has always been the talk of the Pac-12. Washington has been dominating the Pac-12. They've been dominating the Pac-12 for the last couple of years, despite USC being down. Now, Michael Penix, 4,218 yards, 33 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. His QBR is 10th in the nation, obviously. He throws a little bit. Washington, you know what Washington does. They throw the ball a lot more. They can run it very efficiently. He is a transfer from Indiana. He was in Indiana from 2018 to 2021. Obviously, he didn't win the starting job. Michael Penix in the NFL draft. Oh man, yeah. So that's it. And the last thing we're going to talk about is Marvin Harrison Jr. Marvin Harrison Jr. with C.J. Stroud, with Kyle McCord. I mean, with all these other guys. I think with Justin Fields. I think as well. If I'm correct, if I'm not correct, then I'll correct myself in a second. Marvin Harrison Jr. 1,211 yards and 14 touchdowns. Obviously, he's done it all. He's done it with 2 years of C.J. Stroud, and this with Kyle McCoy. Now, Kyle McCoy did hit the transfer portal, which brings a lot of explanation of what does that have to do. I didn't think Kyle McCoy was that good anyway. So not to put any shame on him, but Marvin Harrison Jr. He averages 18 yards a catch. He's the most talented and the best wide receiver in all of college football, obviously. Who do I think is going to win the Heisman? It's very tough. It can go either way. I'm not sure if you're going to go by who actually wins the most or who has better stats. You could put Jayden Daniels up there to possibly win the Heisman. Or you could have Bo Nix. We'll see how that goes. I think my Heisman candidate that I'm going to pick to win this, and it's hard, it's tough. You got Bo Nix with great numbers. You have Michael Penix. You have Marvin Harrison Jr. And you have Jayden Daniels. I think who wins this Heisman this year, and I think it's based off storytelling. Who has the better story? Does Michael Penix have a better story? Does Marvin Harrison Jr. have a better story? Does Jayden Daniels have a better story? Does Bo Nix have a better story? Who wins the Heisman? I am going to take, and hopefully I'm right. If I'm not, oh well. Jayden Daniels will win the Heisman on Saturday night. Yes, you heard what I said. It's a spoiler. I'm not going into it. Jayden Daniels will win the Heisman on Saturday night. Jayden Daniels is efficient. He is that guy. He went from the Pac-12 to the SEC, and he found his way going forward. And he's possibly trying to become the third player to win the Heisman from LSU behind Joe Burrow. The last LSU player to win the Heisman was Joe Burrow in 2019. So my Heisman candidate winner will be Jayden Daniels. But this is it for Lambo Mass with Sports. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Totem Pole Nation. If you need your merch, the shirt and the hat, you go to TotemPoleNation.com. Thank you, Silent Sport Network, for giving us a platform. But we will catch you later. We'll be back tomorrow. My Heisman winner is Jayden Daniels. Peace out.